Mystic Messenger reacting to Big Homie C Wildest claim.
I've got some information. Certain people can say that they walk through portals or they can transcend time and space because they tracked a trackway almost a mile. You can't see where it started and where it ended. It's almost like he just shot up into the sky. They say the same thing about the Yagagwe. Now, there are some locals told me that sometimes you can see them mingling with baboons or chasing them away. That's interesting.
That's very interesting.
So, you know, I'm delving down into that path right now because I feel like the keys to our existence here is to understand what these other creatures are, where they come from.
But you said something very interesting there when you said you suspect that they evolved alongside us.
For sure.
So that insinuates that you feel human beings, someone tampered with our evolution?
Absolutely.
Anunnaki?
So here's the thing with that, right? There are several different interpretations of the Sumerian tablets where the Anunnaki stories come from. The issue is 100,000 years ago, something happened. Homo sapiens sapien was able to outcompete Denisovans, Neanderthals, and other evolving species that were all bigger than us, stronger than us, more capable than us. Somehow we were able to outcompete them. Then when you look at it even closer, our DNA all carries something called an enlil or alleles, which show and derive our pigment. Now, our DNA goes back a long time. The white human's DNA didn't show up until about 7,000 years ago in around the Scandinavian area. Why is that?
I saw that recently. In fact, Godfrey put Godfrey on the screen. He was talking about that. And I was shocked that there's such a huge gap between the original black man and the first Caucasian.
Huge gap. And it's not suspicious to nobody that this particular group
That is kind of weird.
seems to have a heightened sense of urgency.
Yeah.
They can organize themselves a lot better than everybody else. And these are the only ones that want to go everywhere and grab all the resources.
Conquer.
As if where they came from, things might have been scarce. Because if you from this planet, why is the sun so harmful to you? Nobody talks about these things. So, you know, they had banned abortions in America for a little while.
Roe v. Wade?
Right. They did that because the white human birth rate is on a constant decline. Then you see Bill Gates coming to Kenya trying to sell his 8-year IUD
Contraceptive.
contraceptive.
So do you think our president sold out there? Because a lot of other African countries rejected it. And Bill Gates, for the longest time here in Kenya, he was meant to transact some business. There was an outcry because of the whole eugenics conversation. You know, eugenics, the way he speaks about eugenics is too casual.
Yeah,
Very casual.
Even if there was a case for it, you cannot just play God and talk about eradicating people for the greater good of people.
Facts. Like, you know, the whole theory that the planet is overpopulated, I believe is a lie.
Yeah.
And them saying, oh, they don't want people giving birth into poverty, so we're going to give them this 8-year contraceptive. Where'd they test this at? Show the lab human trials of this being something that was good, because he was the person who was on the forefront of pushing the vaccine, which has killed more people than the virus.
So
When I seen the UN setting up here, when I came back from Coast, I seen the UN planes at the airport. Wherever you see the UN, you see that guy.
what do you think is happening with that? Because I feel there's a lot more than meets the eye. Because why would the UN want to set up? There's something special about Kenya, though. That is well known. There's something unique about this specific part of this piece of earth. I don't know. There's something about Kenya where there's a spiritual superiority of sorts.
Definitely.
Yeah. So when you see guys like the UN setting up, it's never a good sign.
Not for human beings. Because I don't believe everybody is a flesh and blood human being like we are. And for my investigations, everything leads to some type of dark force. And you can never imagine how many secret organizations there are. Every big corporation is a secret organization. And I don't try to scare people. It's just about awareness, because how is it that with all these brilliant minds we have on the planet, human beings can't solve simple problems
Like hunger.
like world hunger, poverty? You know, you got big pharma companies who have never cured anybody. They'll give you suntan lotion that gives you cancer, and then sell you the medicine to treat the cancer. How is that cool? Like, how is this being allowed? Why is it that so many things and bills that are passed are so anti-human life?
There's this rumor or allegation about we're talking about big corporations here, and some of the biggest corporations, of course, are fast food. That mathematically it's impossible for them to actually serve that much beef based on demand. So apparently people have taken samples,
Right.
and they found human DNA in the food that is being served in fast foods. And Putin, in one of his addresses,
He was the first person to call this out.
it's like, America is crazy. They're serving people, they're eating human being, you know.
For sure.
But let's talk about the dark forces you speak of. Is it one singular force or a multitude of darkness? Like, is it like, what do you think that is?
All right. Okay. Now, I researched this a lot. In the field, cyber, libraries. I believe that there are several factions of dark forces, some more powerful than others. Because when King James edited the Bible, it was him and 47 other clergymen. They removed the book of Enoch because that's the key to different realms, different intelligences. And if you want to keep control over somebody or a group of people, you remove that. So then you see certain whistleblowers coming out saying they're using Enochian texts to channel different beings. I believe when they used to sell Ouija boards at Walmart as a toy for children.
Put a Ouija board on the screen.
Bro,
They used to sell Ouija boards in stores as a child's toy.
You sell Ouija board to kids?
All of these beings always want some type of child sacrifice, because if you look into ancient texts, ancient cultures, if they were indeed influenced by non-human intelligences, those non-human intelligences demanded child sacrifice. So it had me thinking, okay, so what am I really up against here? Because
that's a demonic force for real. Y'all better stay prayed up, man.
I did research into remote viewing.
That's crazy.
No.
Tell the viewer what remote viewing is first.
Remote viewing is astral projection. You can have an outer body experience. You can travel.
The video is crazy. But, hey, if y'all like the video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It help the channel get the information out, build more awareness. Love you guys. Stay tuned for more. If you like this type of style video, let me know. I'll bring some more. And I try to be more authentic like this. Learn different ways of how to deliver content. And I like this type of way. I can be more myself and watch the different type of stuff with you guys. And you actually get a reaction from me and my insights and thoughts on what's really going on. Right. They did hide the book of Enoch from the Bible. Yeah, for a reason though. So who knows? I haven't too much. I want too much tap into that. I like the breadcrumb feed motherfucker. Like, y'all be feeding me. But it's the Mr. Mexican, man. And I'm out. And love the channel. Comment, like, subscribe. Hey, don't forget to watch this next video right here, too.